Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. To getting high percentage looks, here are the big men who know how to get it done. Rudy Gobert on top.
Every team in this league wants a guy like him. A big who scores at an efficient clip. What an asset to have.
Giddey with it, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Collins. Giddey scanning the floor. Back to Collins. Chicago passing it around. Herter from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Here's Gobert. Another shot. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kevin Herter.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Collins with a screen on McDaniels. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Always assertive off the catch. Dante doesn't give the defender time to react.
Pass to Buzelis. Edwards against Herter. Collins outside. Now Herter. Back to Collins. Outside Herter. Here's the three. Called in by DiVincenzo.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Pass to DiVincenzo. Takes the three. The putback. Here's Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Coby White. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Edwards. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Now here's McDaniels. 15 in his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Randall a screen on White. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Randall can't hit. Bulls leading by 4. Pass to White. Fires for 3. And again, Chicago no good. Randall finds Edwards. This one for 3. Gobert. They shoot again. Randall can't hit.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
White on the wing. To stop the drought. Shot from the low post is good.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Really left him alone that time. Edwards has got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And stolen by Edwards. Inside. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Edwards.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randall has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Giddey against Edwards. Pass to Herter. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
He buries it from 3.
Well, exactly what DiVincenzo out here to do. Spread the floor.
Outside White. Here's Giddey. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 6. Edwards with it. 5 points in the game. Outside McDaniels. Wing shot on the way. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Pass to Collins. Lets it go from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Over Collins. Gobert no good. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Bulls making their last shot.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Gobert. Dylan Brooks comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Herter. Now here's Dosunmu. 11 points for him last game against the Clippers. Collins outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Highland against Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's on Zach Collins.
Boy, Bones Highland's got a thin frame, but you can see he is unafraid of contact, earns a trip to the foul line.
And so Highland nails both of them.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Now here's White, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Shot clock at 6. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-6 run. Now here's Brooks. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Pass to Reed from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by White. Bulls trail by 4. Down low. Here's Giddey. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Giddey's got 10.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Randall, good.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Three-pointer. Chicago with a rebound.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Highland against Giddey. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Randall. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Randall has got excellent handle, so you have to respect him off the dribble drive.
Dosunmu on the wing. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Highland for 3. Smith with the rebound. Here's Dosunmu. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The Timberwolves shooting just 38% so far in this one. Randall on the screen. Here's Edwards. Right side Highland. The 3. Hits a three-pointer. Highland's got 5 points.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Anthony Edwards out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Brooks in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Smith. No made baskets yet. Carter can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Carter. Lets it go. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 3. Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, B.A., is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Here's Dosunmu after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Smith passes to Carter. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Jalen Smith taking flight. Get up, young fella.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Now here's Dosunmu. He has 6. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Highland against Carter. Outside McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Highland. Then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Phillips. Herder comes in for Okoro, and Giddey's subbed in for Carter. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Giddey. Picked by Smith. Giddey passes to Herder. Driving in. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Timberwolves trail. Brooks the screen. Pass to McDaniels. Lets a floater go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And so Reed nails them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And here's Giddey. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's...
Whoa!
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Herder. Picked by Smith. Fires from deep. Herder can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Edwards can't hit. Chicago trailing here. Here's Buzelis. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels with the defensive presence twice on the pipes.
And the basket by Edwards.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. Outside Herder. From deep. Second chance effort. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And as we're starting to see more of Buzelis, his coaches want more of that. Just impacting the glass.
Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Herder. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Giddey. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Giddey against DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And stolen by Edwards. Here's Brooks. Outside Reed. Here's the 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Minnesota. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Herder. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And the 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. Josh Giddey third.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Brooks.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Randall comes in for McDaniels. And a change for the Bulls. White's checked in.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Buzelis. Up top, Giddey. He's got 16. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Minnesota leading by 3. Now Dinwiddie. Outside, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Chicago with a rebound.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Chicago passing it around. Herter against Dinwiddie. Left side, Giddey. Puts up a 3. Dinwiddie with a rebound. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dillon Brooks.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And both free throws good for Collins. Here's Dinwiddie. Still no points. Outside, DiVincenzo. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Oh, my goodness, Dante DiVincenzo from deep.
Outside, Giddey. White with a screen on Brooks. Giddey into the lane. And two-handed jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
That one's good. This game is all even. Giddey's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, this is where he flourishes. Out in the open floor, Josh Giddey terrific at getting to the right spots.
Here's Randall. And it's Chicago with a board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Brooks. And it's Anthony Edwards in for DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie against Giddey. Dinwiddie passes to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Outside for Randall. Fires for three. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
It's Huerter on the wing. Over McDaniels. And no good, trying to use the glass.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
1:56 left to play in the second quarter. White against Edwards. Randall is screen on White. Here's Edwards. And counted from 19 feet away. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Collins. Here's Buzelis. And here's Collins. Reed defending. To the inside. Here's Giddey. Baseline jumper right on the money. Giddey's got 24 points.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
Dinwiddie against Giddey. And here's Randall. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's White. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Reed. Edwards looking for an opening. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. White against Edwards. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Huerter's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Fires from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserve.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skill. Talented and thus far unstoppable.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They lead by 1 on the court for the Bulls. Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. Kevin Huerter out there with Buzelis. And it's Collins in at the 5, down low. McDaniels, that's good.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
White on the wing. Pass to Collins. Giddey against McDaniels. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. From outside the arc. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. McDaniels against Giddey. The baseline J. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Reed to screen on Herder. Here's Dinwiddie. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
Back to Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in. Giddey's got 28 points for the game.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Outside McDaniels. Dinwiddie passes to Gobert. Here's Reed. From downtown. Unable to get that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Collins outside. Collins with a screen on DiVincenzo. White for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Knocks it down from distance. Reed's got 5 now.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Giddey passes to Collins. White for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 12.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And that one's good. Giddey.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Minnesota leading by 7. Reed finds Dinwiddie. Back to Reed. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Naz Reid on the inside.
Giddey against McDaniels. Giddey with it. 30 points in the game. Collins with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Picked by Gobert. Dinwiddie passes to Gobert. Stolen by Giddey. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey.
That's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Herder from long range. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Reed can't hit. Bulls trail by 7. Inside, here's Buzelis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis. Not shying away from some physicality inside.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For 3. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Pass to Buzelis. And here's Herder. And he drives in. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Randall, he's checked in for Gobert. Brooks comes in for Reid. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Dinwiddie. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Outside White. Back to Giddey. Collins with a screen on McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Giddey. Soft touch off the glass. Giddey's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 15. Randall, a screen on White. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Here's the break. McDaniels against Giddey. Counted. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And here's Brooks. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. It doesn't go for him. Giddey against DiVincenzo. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 6 for the tie. And the layup is up and in. Giddey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. And the Bulls also making a change. Desumu's checked in. Here's Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Pass to Desumu. Now here's Collins. Now White. For the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by White. Brooks, the pass to Reed. No good. A bit long that time. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Cranked it in off the glass.
The speed, the agility. I don't know how you'd stop White there.
And Minnesota has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Randall. Drives to the hoop. Back to Highland. It's tipped. White with the steal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randall understands how to finish.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. For the lead. Sinks it from distance. White's got 7 points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
White against Highland. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 1:42 left to play in the third. Here's Buzelis. Collins with a screen on Highland. Herder passes to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Edwards a screen on White. Here's Highland. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 11.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. 58 seconds left in the third. Here's Senge. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Randall. He's got 15. Launches it. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds in the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Now Edwards. He's got 17. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it. Edwards got 19 points.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Right side Giddey over Edwards. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards out there with Bones Highland. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Edwards with it to take the lead. Is rebounded by Okoro.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. Here's Senge. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves trail. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Edwards. 4-3. The shot misses. Chicago shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Pass to Asenge. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Randall. He's guarded closely. Pass to Brooks. Over Okoro. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Bulls leading by 3. And here's Dosunmu. Smith outside. Now Giddey. He's guarded by Highland. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in for Anthony Edwards. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Here's Giddey. Yep, that one's good. Giddey's got 12 points here in the second half.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Randall deciding where to go with it. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randall is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. It's Giddey on the wing. Yep, count. Giddey's got 40 points.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Randall outside. Tries to spin move. Is rebounded by Okoro. Bulls leading by 3. Giddey passes to Okoro. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Jake McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Highland. And a change for the Bulls. Collins, he's checked in for Carter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. For Chicago, they've got 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Collins. Now here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Edwards. 10 feet away. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Giddey. Edwards fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Edwards has got 22 points. Giddey passes to Collins. And here's Dosunmu. Back to Collins. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Bulls lead by 4.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It's Giddey on the wing. Smith with a screen on Brooks. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Dosunmu for three. McDaniels with the rebound. Brooks outside. Outside, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Smith outside. Dosunmu outside. The three is up. Nope, 4 for 7 now.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Knocks down the long K. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed, and it's Julius Randle in for Brooks. Then for Chicago, Ellis is checked in for Smith. Herter comes in for Okoro, and it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. White, the pass to Herter. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Edwards against Giddey. Edwards, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Ellis. Back to Giddey. Can they get it? And he lays it in. Giddey's got 42 in the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Giddey against DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. DiVincenzo with a screen on Herter. Here's McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Giddey against Edwards. Collins a screen. Pass to Ellis. That's tipped. Here's White. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got 8 rebounds in the game. Now Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 7 assists in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
That is a big one, folks. Giddey gives them exactly what they need when they need it.
Edwards against White. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. For 3. Rebounded by Giddey.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Collins outside. Here's Herter. White outside. Oh, off target from downtown.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels. Randall outside from downtown. Ooh, it doesn't go. The Bulls trail by 5. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the 4th. Outside Edwards. Now Randall. Outside Edwards from deep three-point range. Oh, it doesn't go.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
McDaniels with it. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Edwards against White.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall, a screen on White. Edwards going inside.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Brooks, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Herter against McDaniels. Outside Herter. To tie it up. Cleared away by Edwards.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And he slams it down.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.